from Mystic Rainbow Tarot, and thank you for tuning in today. I'm going to be doing 2 requested readings. The first one is an update on Gigi and Zayn Malik and how they're doing. And the second one is on Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde, and I didn't even know that was a thing. So I'm going to get these cards and do Gigi Hadid and Zayn Malik first and see what messages that we get. So I'm just going to shuffle these. So messages about Gigi and Zayn. How are they these days? I presume they're still together. We shall find out. Gigi and Zayn. And of course, Zayn used to be in One Direction and Gigi's top model. So how are they? How's their relationship? How are they getting on? Because of course they've got a baby now. So how are they? Are they still getting on? Gigi and Zayn, how are they? Gigi and Zayn. So let's just see. I'm just going to put this pack out of the way. I think all the cards are in focus. So let's see what we have first. And the first card here is, if I can pick it up, the 6 of Cups. So I feel this relates to Gigi and Zayn spending time with family. I feel like it would be more her family, you know, as you can see with the females in this card. So yeah, they could be even staying with her family because they've had the baby. So yeah, so I feel they're probably staying with her mother because they've got the little one now. And Gigi and Zayn, yeah, I think I'm getting a close bond with her family, especially her mother. I think she's already closely bonded, but Zayn is becoming close to the family too now with the little one. And I do feel this is a time when both Gigi and Zayn will be talking about and remembering their own childhoods, you know, in a nice way, because I think it does this to you when you have a baby and makes you think of the things that you want for your child and what you don't want from your own childhood. So I think they're sort of talking about how they want to raise her. I also feel that they both love the countryside, and it shows all the flowers in the countryside here. I do think they'd want something like that for her, a nice upbringing in nature, because I think they think that'd be a natural thing, and that she'd be see all like the animals and the rabbits and the deer, and it's a great setting for a child. I mean, I do agree with that. So let's see what else we have. Here we have the 8 of Pentacles. So so I feel that both Gigi and Zayn are committed to this relationship, especially now they have a family. And this card turning up in the reading is a positive sign. And I feel, because what I'm seeing is they want this relationship to be successful sort of in the long term. You know, what I feel is having a child has made Gigi and Zayn really want to put the effort in. And they do know they will have, you know, they're going to have their ups and downs. They know that. You know, they've had those in the past. But the difference now is they know more kind of what improvements they need to make. You know, the things they need to do to make it work from what's happened in the past. They don't want to make those mistakes again. And they're both big on family and want their own baby to have a close family unit, you know, the sort of thing that they've experienced. And so they want it to work not only for themselves but for their little one. So their relationship, you know, it's going along the right path at the moment. That is all good. So let's see what else we have. Next we have the Two of Wands. So with this card coming up, I feel, you know, they have had their share of ups and downs and moments in the past. And I feel they've had this kind of on and off relationship, is the only way I can explain it. Where they have broken up and got back together and all that kind of thing. But it was only those two in the relationship. Now they've got the little one, you know, they want things to be different. So it's been a kind of bumpy ride for these two. And Zayn has been a player in the past, but I do feel Zayn wants to put these days behind him. And I feel that Gigi, you know, has had to build up trust again. I mean, when things happened in the past, it did make her feel insecure, but she's worked on herself when they were separated in the past, and she's built her trust up again. So let's hope Zayn keeps to things. But these two, you know, they do have a soulmate bond that keeps bringing them back together. And I feel it's this sort of glue that will help them through the tough times. You know, when their relationship is bumpy and uncertain, and it will help them in the future too. It's this soulmate connection that they always, you know, get back. And, you know, it has helped them because it's made them want to work at things. So the next card is the Ace of Cups. So I feel with this card, their relationship is going through a reawakening in the way that they have found the spark again. It's like Gigi and Zayn have had an opportunity to start afresh, you know, with the little one being born. This has made them explore their emotional connection from a new sort of angle. And their baby has made them realise how much they do love each other. And they know it's going to be, you know, it's not going to be easy at all. But, you know, they are sharing their feelings and what they want from the relationship. And they want to make it secure, this relationship. You know, because they're a family. They want security for their baby as well as for themselves now. So, things have changed for the better like that. Let's see what else we have in the reading. So we have the Nine of Pentacles here. So this relates to Gigi, and as you can see, the very wealthy, luxurious lady, and she has got lovely silk clothes, and that's like Gigi with her modelling clothes. So I do feel this relates to Gigi. So I feel that she thinks she deserves the best in her relationships now, and she's come forward in the way that she's not prepared to put up with any nonsense anymore. And you know, it's because she's got a baby, and quite right. And I do feel Zayn has turned over a new leaf, and you know, he's said as much to her that he's going to be different now. And he is treating Gigi like a princess, you know, gifts and nice romantic dinners, and you know, he's really trying. And I feel like Zayn is really doing his share as a dad with the baby, doing all that he can to help. And I do feel he dotes on their little daughter and really wants to be a good dad. And I think he is being a good dad at the moment. And he's being a good partner as well this time around. And I think he feels a sense of pride that he is able to give his little daughter so much more than he had growing up. Because, you know, he's so wealthy now, but Zayn just grew up in a normal working class family background in Britain. You know, but he can give his daughter all the things that he didn't have. So it's a dream come true, you know, like that. Because he won't have the financial stress and strain that his parents had. So that's great. And I do feel that Gigi does feel proud. I mean, because she's also wealthy from her modelling. That she can give her daughter everything, you know, without spoiling her. But, you know, they have no worries like that. So that's really great to have a family under those circumstances. So the next card is the Ten of Swords. Now, the energy I'm getting from this is relates to a situation that I'm seeing that was troubling both of them. This has now come to an end, this situation, and I see it's to do with Zayn, and he's finally freed himself of his addictions, and that's great, because having a little one has done this for him. You know, he doesn't want to be addicted to things in a family unit like this, so that's great. I mean, that may have been alcohol or substances, or both, but he's cut them, you know, he's come away from that. So I do feel this has done a lot of good, and it's like they can breathe a sigh of relief now, because in the picture, you know, that would be like Zayn, and it was holding him back, holding him down, the addictions, but you know, he could get up and free himself anytime, and now he's in a situation where he wants to. So that's really great when something positive happens to you like this from having a child. So let's see what the next card is the Ten of Cups. Because basically Zayn's got a new anchor now. He's got a daughter and you know, a proper relationship now, a proper family unit. He doesn't need his addictions. He's got his stability now. So that's good. So with this Ten of Cups, you know, oh, and I've just realised we have two tens here. So yeah. So with this, and Zayn moving on from his bad habits that could have destroyed him, his mental health, if he hadn't given them up. But he's moving on from them, and the feeling I'm getting is he's feeling a lot happier now. With doing that and having the baby and moving on like this, he feels a lot happier in himself. He feels a lot better. because he has the love of a family now. He's got the love of his little daughter, and he's got Gigi. And that's kind of something he's always wanted. And now he has, what I'm picking up from the energy is a sense of inclusion. And that's what family life can do for you. He doesn't feel out on his own anymore. So that's great. Because I think the pop world can do that to a lot of stars. You know, they may have a lot of fans, but they feel alone. It isolates them, all the fame. I see also, I do see Zayn proposing to Gigi. And if things stay like they are now, I think, you know, they will get married. Because right now, things are working out for them. They are still going to have their ups and downs, of course. You know, it's like any other relationship. But the difference now is they really want to work at things. Especially Zayn. I mean, I think Gigi always did want this to work, but now Zayn is on the same page as her. So yeah, I think, and they are growing and maturing along with this relationship. So that is good for Zayn. It's going to take effort, and if they are willing to put it in, they will be happy together. And they're going to have a lovely, happy family if things stay as they are and they keep working at it like they are now. So we will just have to wait and see, and see what happens in the future. And I wish them all the best, because I know they can do it. So I hope they're really happy together. So now I'm going to do the next request, which is about Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde. So another one from One Direction. So maybe I have a lot of One Direction fans, I don't know. Anyway, let's get my other pack and find out what we can about Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde. So Harry and Olivia, messages about their friendship. I didn't even know this was a thing. So is it a friendship? Is it a romance? Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde. What's going on, or what isn't going on? Is it all just media hype? Is it a real relationship, or is it false? Harry and Olivia. Harry and Olivia. Harry and Olivia. Harry and Olivia. So let's see what we get. Right, put those to one side, maybe over there, and then that's all a bit wonky, so I'm going to straighten these up. So let's see what we have regarding these two. So what are the first cards? The first card we have is the Tower. Ooh. And we have the Three of Swords. So that's the Tower. And that's the Three of Swords. Not the greatest card to have in a reading, but see what I pick up. So yeah, what I'm picking up is this relates to Olivia right now, and that she has had some sort of abrupt and very upsetting end, like you can see here with the swords through the heart. That's her energy. She's had some sort of breakup, and with this Tower it happened very quickly, abruptly. and she was very upset. It wasn't expected, and I feel like things went wrong all of a sudden due to some significant changes. I feel like probably they just couldn't get on anymore, and it came to a shocking end, because they'd been good for quite a few years, her and some ex. So I do think she has a couple of children, so you know, and it's always very upsetting when it involves the children, you know, a family unit. So I feel this is what upset her. Although the relationship ended, her children being upset. So it was a question of her and this ex couldn't stay living together because they really weren't happy, and they had tried, whatever they tried, it hadn't worked. So it was a make or break moment, and they had to break. One of them didn't want it anymore, so that was that. And with this Three of Swords, I feel Olivia is carrying some emotional pain and disappointment still from this, because it does take a while to get over things. So Olivia has some healing to do, but the sadness she feels, it will fade away over time. And you know, her past relationship will help her spiritual growth, and I feel it'll also help her emotionally as well. She'll become stronger, and I feel Harry will help her with this, because Harry has been hurt in the past too, and he's being supportive to her, and you know, he's keeping the faith that if she gives herself time to heal, you know, everything will be fine and she'll be happy again. And he is right with that. But I feel Harry is always doing this in his relationships. You know, Harry's the one that he's always the shoulder to cry on with his girlfriends. But he is good and understanding like that. He's a caring guy. So, yeah. So he's helping her heal. So I think Harry is being a good friend to her, and he has brought a lot of excitement into her life right now, because Harry likes to do a lot of different things, and I sense they are good for each other. So I think that you know, Olivia is older than him, but he finds her interesting because he can talk to her better than someone of his own age, because she's had a lot more life experience. And Harry's really intelligent, and he likes to talk about a wide variety of subjects, and that's why I think he always goes for older women. You know, so he appreciates her experience of life and her more mature outlook, because he does like someone more mature. I don't think he likes giggly girls or anything. He likes someone he can really talk to about things. So next we have the King of Pentacles. So I do feel this is like Harry's energy. I mean, he is extremely wealthy, and there he is sitting on his throne. And I feel there's definitely a courtship going on between these two, where Harry is sort of whining and dining Olivia and treating her like royalty, you know. And I feel, you know, there is a lot of chemistry between them. And I think it's this attraction and chemistry that brought them together. I do feel these two have a past life connection. And I do see them travelling together. I know Harry likes to travel, and he's going to take her places, and I think she's just going to find him very exciting, and they're going to have romantic holidays away together. And Harry is good-natured, and Olivia likes that about him. He's very open-minded, and doesn't judge people or put people or relationships into boxes. Now, I like that about Harry. So Harry just kind of goes with the flow, and he sees where things take him. He likes to make his own mind up about people and relationships, and if he likes it and no one else does, he doesn't care, because that's just Harry. He lives in the moment. It's kind of with him, he's always implied it's not the sex of a person, it's just how you feel about them if you love them. So that's kind of forward thinking. So I think he's years ahead of his time, to be honest. So let's see what else we have in the reading. So we have, we've got the Lovers here. And we've got the 10 of Pentacles. It's a very romantic card. So that'll be Harry and Olivia there, having a little kiss out of sight. So I think these two are on a kind of romantic adventure, is what I'm getting. It's kind of like the trial period. If you know what I mean. It's early days for Harry and Olivia. They're just having a good time together, and they haven't put any labels on it, and she likes that. And so does Harry, because that is Harry. I don't think we should put any labels on it. But what I am picking up is it's definitely a healing relationship where both of them are doing some healing emotionally, because Harry has been hurt in the past too, and she's hurting at the moment, so he's really helping her with that. So there's this emotional and spiritual healing. So there's kind of like a recovery taking place here. So that's good in itself. If the relationship just does that, that's fine. But I do feel that they're just going to see how it goes and allowing love to grow over time, if it does. That's their theory. I feel like Harry has been waiting a while for an emotionally fulfilling experience, you know, within a relationship, and Olivia needs to open her heart at this moment and let go of the hurt and upset of her past breakup. But what I do see is the trust they have in each other gives them strength, and I feel Harry is so supportive that he's giving her the confidence to overcome the past. So they have created an incredibly strong bond here, and this is what this card is showing us. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, you know, they've got this deep connection and they're enjoying themselves, so that's fine. I also think there's a lot of attraction and passion between them. So it has the potential to grow into something more for definite. I do think they have a crush on each other as well. So that's nice. You know, the younger exciting man and the older, very attractive, mature lady. So that's a good thing. So and with this 10 of Pentacles, I feel this relates to, they really feel this is the start of something special. So that's like that honeymoon period in a relationship where you get the butterflies and all that. So I think they're on that. So, and I do think their bond will last even as long-term friends. So if they don't last long-term as a couple, I still think this will last as a friendship, because Harry can do that. He's got lots of female friends like that, that he sees. So, you know, they've still got their other friends and people. It's not all set in stone that it's just them two in a serious thing, or it's nothing like that at the moment. Oh, I've just realised when I was shuffling, I've dropped or it fell out, a card fell out, so I'm guessing it's part of the reading. So I'm going to include that, because it because when they jump out, they are usually part of the reading like that, I find. So so we have the Six of Wands and the Page of Cups. So with these two cards, I do sense they're looking for something long term, but obviously it's too early to say whether it would be with each other, and they know that. But there is hope there. They're both very hopeful, and they're both very positive. So the energy is good in this romance stroke friendship. If you know what I mean. They're just really enjoying it, and they're not putting any labels on it. They also realise the pressure onto them, and you know, Harry likes to keep his relationships very private, so I'm wondering whether maybe they will invest in a getaway place. I think Harry would like that, and I also sense they are both helping and supporting each other emotionally, and you know, they're very creative type of thing at the moment with their work projects, and I think they've just finished a film together. So at the moment, you know, they feel they are the answer to each other's problems. And what I mean by this is they're not on their own with things anymore, and a problem shared is a problem halved type of thing. They're good companionship for each other. So that's really good. And with this Page of Cups, it's all about, this is the beginning of a new emotional experience for them both that could grow into something deeper. I think, you know, we will see them at social things, because they want to give this a chance and see how they get on together, you know, with family and friends, and see if it works like that. So they're seeing how this progresses themselves. I do sense it is a very light-hearted and loving thing, and they are sort of kind and appreciative to each other. So it's a lovely little romance friendship here. So let's see what else we have in the reading. The Magician. So if you can see that. So I feel that Olivia and Harry are both just focused on making the most of this romantic friendship. They're having loads of fun and enjoying their time together, and this card is about them literally manifesting what they want. So it's now down to them to make this a success or not. At the moment it is a success, so let's hope it stays that way. I am getting a soulmate energy from this relationship, so things are looking good for them. And I think, so at the very least, I think they will always have a good connection. But I personally hope it blossoms into something lasting. You know, I'd really like to see Harry happy, and that would be great for Olivia, you know, because she's got children and she wants something happy and lasting. But we should just have to wait and see what happens. So I'm going to leave it there. So thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next reading. Bye for now.